When I finished at university in the UK, I realised I didn't know what to do with life. I thought I'd go and teach biology in a developing country, so they offered me a chance to go and teach in Malawi, and I was thinking, oh great, that's a beautiful island somewhere by the sounds of it, like Bali, Malawi. And actually it's a very poor country, landlocked country in East Africa. But I went anyway, and it was an amazing experience, and I taught biology, but I learned a lot more than I taught. And so I started setting up wildlife clubs in the north of the country where I was living, and took a whole load of kids out, about 200 kids, on a trip to one of the national parks nearby. And I was super excited because I'd never seen big game as you get in Africa, the hippos and elephants and lions and everything. And it was going to be so cool, and the kids were all excited. And we got there and we didn't see much. We saw a couple of monkeys. I remember there was a few birds, a snail or two, anything that was either common or inedible. And I was so unhappy. And the rangers were saying, well, it's because the local villagers and people have been killing them and eating them. And I remember thinking, oh, these people, they don't understand that they've destroyed the future of their country, the tourism and everything else. But then it dawned on me while I was living in this extremely poor little village that they didn't have any choice. And it's all very well for somebody from the West to go in and say, oh, you shouldn't kill these animals because they're really cool. But they have 12 children and they need to get food for the kids, and they've got no money, and the crops failed, and so on and so on. So it gave me a reality check that has lasted throughout my life, because it made me realize that you can't see these things from an external perspective. You've got to see it through the eyes of the people who live in and around those areas.